Hi, this is Makoto from Makoto's World, and welcome back to another reaction. Today, the Vampire series by Daria Cohen. This is season 2, episode 2. I've reacted to entire season 1, and basically Daria tells a story with music. The characters singing these songs, performing these, and with these songs she tells the story. The first episode of the second season starts with a flashback to Duke's childhood, and now probably we see how he becomes the vampire we know. Raised by Bats is the title. It's probably also the title of the song. Could be another Voltaire song, because that's the one she used a lot. I would say let's check it out.
Here at home, in this steeple made of chrome, above a city of steel, I've chosen bats over people, 'cause I never did like the way humans made me feel. So we sleep all day and we rise at night, and we spread our wings and take into the skies. And when the people all stop and stare and say, why you gotta be like that, I just look them in the eye and tell them I was raised by bats. When I was young, I was feeble, and it stung when they pushed me down. I was so hated by these people that I knew I had to do what I could to get out of that town. So I ran away to this sacred place and was taken in by creatures of the night. Now when the people all stop and stare and say, why you gotta dress like that, I just look them in the eye and tell them I was raised by bats. Those dark days seem far away. I've risen to a better place. So do like me, follow the dream like that. Just throw your old life away and get raised by bats. So we sleep all day and we rise at night, and we spread our wings and take into the skies. We do it all our way, live our lives like that, 'cause there's no one here to fill our heads with lies. And when the people all stop and stare and say, why you gotta be like that, when the people all stop and stare and say, why you gotta dress like that, when the people all stop and stare and say, why you gotta be like that, I just punch them in the eye and I bite them on the thigh and I kick them in their ass where the sun don't shine. I look them in the eye and tell them I was raised by bats. I was raised by bats. I was raised by bats.
Oh, this was amazing. Oh, to be continued. Yeah, probably going back to the childhood again. The animation, so smooth, so smooth. It's really fantastic. I mean, you have these songs, and then you make a story, and it fits perfectly. This video was not there, but it's like it belonged to this video, to the story, because it's with the animation and how things it's perfect. I love this concept, telling the story step by step with these different songs. This is so cool. I have never saw something like this. You could put this in other contexts, like when you have people like me, goths, it's the same. You know, okay, I was thinking like, I know, when you dress in black and with this kind of vampire, but also when you're goth, and I also, when I go outside, always has black clothes on, a black coat. I never had this views because I live in a little city, but I can definitely see when you're in a big city and working outside that people would look. But yeah, but I really I fold these lines in a personal way. Yeah, I know, and I love with the two together. It's so cool. I love this. With this relationship, I always love this the evil ones, with the vampires and living their lives and yeah, do what they want. It's cool. I like that we see also a character development for Missy. In the beginning, first where she was really like she doesn't want to do it. Then it was like a fight between her and him, and she was the evil vampire, and then and in the end they accepted their fate, or she accepted, and yeah, they become a pair. Together, and now we see how they are working together like that, and she accepted. And I mean, it fits. She was interested in vampire books and stuff, and she becomes a vampire. And I think that's the thing. She had always decided was also an outsider. She was going into this old abandoned place, the castle, to read this book alone. Nobody was there, and so it really fits. I like this both stuff. And we see that he was not always a vampire. As a teenager, he really was like the goth guy. Dude, I'm proud of you. Okay, this could be his best friend, and see. So yeah, he probably was just like the goth kid, always with the guitar and stuff. And then he was going into this place where all the vampires were, and I don't know, seems like important. We saw him, and then got there and was bitten by a vampire, and he becomes one. So he was also a human. But it's mostly because we become a vampire because a vampire bites you, and I find it interesting. Yeah, I really love everything about it. It's so it reveals a little bit. Okay, about the past, we know he was a normal goth dude, just wanted to go away because everyone hated him and bullied him, and so he was, and then he was raised by that, becomes a vampire. And I believe it also shows a little bit that they both become in peace. But we know that Missy still needs the cane to be a vampire, to have the power. That's why she holds always a cane. So that's definitely it. But I'm interested what we will get in this story. I hope that it's like a sign. Okay, now they accepted both. They are fighting to death basically. Then so it's a love-hate relationship, and now it seems like they're a couple and they're on peace. And now it's like them against the world, kind of. I can guess we will get to see more of his backstory. As we see the teaser, we have him as a child. So we know a little bit also about the past with the dad and stuff. And so his mother died, I believe. So yeah, it's so great how the story is always so full, and there's so many ideas, and the characters become alive. That's what I love. That's why I love animations. That's why I love cartoons. That's why I love anime. That's why I love it. Having these things and these characters and the stories, and it is so creative. It's really that's why I want to support it. It's so good. It's really make me hyped up, and I'm really like, now we know something. And honestly, this story is 1,000 times better than some I saw on TV. This is cool. This was good. This was amazing. Shortly but good. But I mean, animation took a while. That's what I say. When you like what you've seen, please watch the original and support Daria. As our animators, artists, all of them, they 100% deserve all the support and love. I'm excited for the next episode. I will definitely be here. And yeah, when you're now hyped and haven't seen the other ones, please check out season 1. I mean, the first one, as I said, was the popular one and really all over the place. And yeah, that's what it. We see you to another reaction next time. So goodbye.